Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. Alright, in front of us we have the Sony TFM-825 AM FM classic portable radio from the mid-1960s. Heck yeah, love it. This thing is amazing. Now, a big shout out to Jennifer in California. She donated this radio to the channel, and she is awesome. Big thumbs up to her. Thank you very much, Jennifer. This video is for you. It's such an awesome radio, and everybody's going to get a kick out of this one. So, yeah, I didn't know this one existed. I've always been looking for a good Sony. I'm a Sony fanboy, and to find an older Sony that works, it's just makes me so happy. So, let's go over dimensions of this radio. We're 2 7/8 across. We're 4.5 inches high, and we have a depth of 1.5 inches. Okay, let's go size comparison. Got my CC pocket handy, and I'll just kind of show you the size there. Yeah, how time moves along. Okay, and then I have an AM only radio here, but it gives you an idea. This is the R1052 Panasonic. I use this one a lot. And then my ever popular Magnavox 39 I like to keep around, just like its square character. And what else do I got? Anything else here? I got the Altoids 10 here, I think. There you go. For size. There you go. All right, so we're done with that. Let's go over features. So features of this radio. It's definitely cool. So first thing I notice when I pick it up is it's not a lightweight. This is probably the heaviest portable in this dimension I've ever held. And there's a reason why. This whole front plate is solid metal. It's not chrome applied, like little sheets. This is solid metal all the way around here, all the across here. This whole piece is just solid steel, or I don't know, it's heavy. It's not your traditional, chrome applied to plastic. So pretty cool. So you know you're holding the radio with this one. It's got a cool white back. I like this. Here is the antenna, which extends out to 20 inches. Awesome. And it pivots up about like a standard Sony. They haven't changed that design in a long time. Though I missed this little red ball they put on. I think that's pretty cool. They don't do that anymore. That's pretty neat, like a safety thing. It's pretty cool. Let's see. On the front of the radio, we have the dial, which I think is so cool. This vertical style. FM, AM. So they're showing 86.5 to 108. And it's megacycles. That's cool. And then kilocycles. We have 530 to 1600. So that's awesome. 8 transistor. Sweet. Sony. Another cool thing is the speaker. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it in the video here, but it's an oval speaker. I know that because I took the radio apart. It was loose in there, and the retention screws to holding it in were loose. So yeah, there you go. You can see it right like that. So it measures 2.5 inches by 1.5 inches, and it sounds really good. So impressive. All right, so let's see. Right hand side, you can see the metal, and it is a fingerprint magnet. I mean, you can see it's just, doesn't take much. So you can polish it all day long, keep it looking good. Again, the white cabinet there. Top edge of the radio here. This is cool. This is your tuning wheel here, and this is your off and on. Okay, pretty neat. And then on the back of the radio, we have the earphone jack, which is like a mini one. Must use those smaller types they had out there. Then we have the FM and AM band select switch. It says Sony Corp, Tokyo, Japan, and here is a release. It's kind of cool. You pull this little tab forward, so I can do this on camera, and then this part comes up, and then there's the battery, 9-volt battery. Cool. And then you just put that back in there, and you lock that back in place. Okay, cool. Here's the little tag. Let's see what that says. Sony, 8 transistor, 9-volt battery, TFM-825. Showing you the frequency ranges and the intermediate frequencies. That's pretty cool. It even shows the FM one. Pretty awesome. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the FM. So the FM on this radio, it's an early radio, so I didn't expect a whole lot, but I was pretty amazed on what it found. I found about 40 stations. I wasn't able to go outside today. It was storming like crazy, so I just sat inside and raised the antenna. And I sat there and I listened for sensitive, faint stations for sensitivity. And I found, like I said, 40 to 42 stations, which was awesome. So I rate this about good on the sensitivity scale. And then selectivity was also good. So it's right in the middle on average. So a 3-star rating on that. And for an old radio, that's really good. I was pretty impressed. It does once in a while. It will cut out a little bit. So I think there's a capacitor issue I have to find on the FM band. There's something with the circuit I got to work on, but it still works. So if it cuts out during our audio, I'll just go to the AM. So, but I just want to let you know that I'm gonna probably use this for AM mainly because this thing's just a rocket ship with the AM. I love it. But the FM still works, so it's awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn it on, do a little audio, and then we'll go to the AM band. So let's go ahead and hear what I can do. Turn her on. Okay, so you get an idea there on the FM on how the audio acoustic sounds really high and pitched, high tone. Not a lot of bass, but that's okay. I like this small portable. I like the bright tone it has. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and go to the AM band, see what we can find tonight. So I'm going to go to the bottom of the scale here and see what we can find. Now, we might hear some lightning because I did hear it earlier going crazy, but we'll deal with that. We'll go here in the band select, switch to AM. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's just a fun radio, man. I just love this thing. It's so cool looking. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to unplug my transformers here so we don't hear hum and buzz, and turn off the transmitter. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this up. And for time, we have the CC Pocket, 10:28 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. And we'll see what we can find. We'll have some fun on the AM band tonight. During the day, the AM on this was amazing. Just loved it. I was getting all my stations, getting all my semi-locals. It sounded beautiful. Now, FM on the dial is lining up real nice. On the AM, it is a little bit off.
Racism in this country, which is frightening. We saw protests where people were out there with torches and pitchforks.
Things are looking good at this hour.
Traffic and weather together on the News Radio WTMJ. When it comes to driving a truck.
So yeah, WTMJ, that's 620. You can see on the scale, looks like I'm on 650 almost there.
Chevy offers you the right truck to fit your lifestyle. From Colorado to Silverado 50.
Some music on 630. That's CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles. More music, that's 640, I'm trying to think here, MFN, Peatone, Illinois. It's fairly close to me, 75 miles away at a 1600 watt tower. And then we got Nashville here. So that's Nashville, coming in pretty faint probably because of storms. I had it coming in strong last night. And here's 670.
Pockets to do it. The King, now a Los Angeles Laker, heading west for the first time in his career. His agency, Clutch Sports Group, making the announcement on the first day of free agency. It is a 4-year, $154 million deal, and the Lakers aren't.
Holy cow, that's a lot of money. That could buy a few radios, right, guys?
Reportedly also agreed to 1-year deals.
I want to be his bud. Hey, buddy. I'll carry your gym bag for you. Holy cow. Amazing.
Agreeing to a 4-year, $84 million deal.
In 2 goals and third in the last 8. Bill Dennison, News Radio 700, WLW Sports.
There you go. You got your call letters there. Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
4th of July with the Great American Deal. Thanks to Coca-Cola.
Sounds really good.
Exclusive offer. You get a ticket to any game July 2nd through the 4th. Plus, let's check WGN traffic. Here's Esmeralda Leon.
Right now we are watching a stall. This is southbound 294.
So 720 WGN. On Sunday evenings, between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. Central Standard Time, they do classic radio, which is pretty awesome.
That has now cleared. On the rest of the road,
so we'll get Zoomer, I'm sure we'll be able to.
Stay up for Vision TV's Midnight Movie, which routinely delivers big moments from the big screen. The Midnight Movie. Every Monday through Wednesday on Vision TV.
Big news from Pollock's Carpet Market.
So this is 740, because I can tell by that, sounds like that Frank Proctor from the radio, classic radio on CFZM here. So let's go ahead and see if the 740 should be. Yeah, so that's CFZM, 460 miles.
Research suggests that women conservative with their savings.
Isn't it worth knowing what's really going on with your tax dollars, on your roads, in your
So here we're at 750 WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles.
More than ever, the source matters. Real journalism, real local impact. From the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, it's worth knowing what's really going on.
Cool.
And it's worth your support.
Join us Monday for Atlanta's Morning News. The new Georgia laws kicking in, including hands-free driving and free credit freezes everywhere, so they won't be hard to find. To learn more, check us out at The Kindness.
If you notice, I have to lift the radio up as I turn it because that band switch is like snagging the cloth here. This is WJR Detroit.
500 to 1 to win the NBA title. And Los Angeles Lakers
760, 203 miles.
Opposed to 500 to 1. LeBron
Coming in really
now
nice.
joined the Lakers along with Lance Stephenson and some others. We'll see what happens. But as an Ohioan, I enjoyed it while he was
In the moment, similar to the Mexican Revolution of a century ago.
So this is 780 WBM.
Ashanti's law, a missing alert system similar to an
Okay, there's music there. I think that is 800. Let's find out. So that's cool. That's CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles away. It's kind of a cool find. Wasn't expecting to find some music there. I love music on the AM bands. This is so nice on that. It's such an older radio. It sounds cool. Let's turn this up. Okay. 810. Possibly Albany, New York. Typically this is direction. Oh, yeah, talking about New York there. So yep, definitely 810. Albany. So that's 740 miles away. Wow, WGY. And then WBAP might be here. Music there. Yeah, that's my phone, I think, causing issues. 830 WCCO. This should be 840. Okay, WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. I don't think we're going to get 850.
Je crois que Trump est l'illustration d'un phénomène très profond au sein de la société américaine. Et lui, évidemment, il jette de l'huile sur le feu pour ses propres fins.
So 860 is CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Toronto station's coming good. Here, we'll see if we can get WWL New Orleans. Usually right next to it. I was able to last night. That sounds like it right there. Yeah, right there. It's not coming in clear, but hopefully in the future. Okay. And I don't think we'll get 880 either tonight. Let's see if this is 890 or 880. Oh, we did get 880. Nice. So this is WCBS, New York, 750 miles. Cool thing about this radio, all original transistors in there. All original capacitors. Everything's original. Just amazing.
On the westbound side at the Major Deegan, there's an accident blocking at least one lane on the exit ramp. So the Major Deegan Expressway tough getting to from the westbound Cross Bronx Expressway because of this. Now, causing a little bit of a slowdown to the outbound George Washington.
Specific examples. This is not an old-fashioned talk show.
How do you talk? Customers feel welcome when you know how to make them feel.
So this is like a faint station WFDF Detroit. I get once in a while. 910.
No more. Mental Bright is here to enhance your memory and cognitive function. It will help you remember when that special someone's birthday is. Oh, you remembered.
940. I think it's a local station or semi-local.
And luckily, Farmers customizable home insurance packages offer coverage options tailor-free for your home turf, just the way you want. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Discover straightforward home coverage options.
So 980, you can see where we're at in the dial. I do love this high visibility orange pointer too, it's nice. Something going on 990. So that's 990. That's Winnipeg. Manitoba, 675 miles away. CBW.
Down the line, if it's there, it's gone, and it's game over. Andrew Knapp has raked us out to the bottom of the 13th inning. Pinch hit home run for Knapp. He circles the bases. His teammates await his arrival.
13 innings.
And the celebration begins.
On Sports Radio 94 WIP, Scott Bransky, Larry Anderson with the...
Crazy.
Wild guess, but I'm like so gay, dude. Who do you think that is? I don't know. But it's about a... Thanks very much for the call, Joe. Thanks for listening.
Can't perform the job as the senior senator from Arizona.
See if this is 1020.
Other than me, I've heard nobody.
It's WHO. That was Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
He's not done the job for the past half a year. He's not coming back to the studio.
An Oliver AC tune-up for only $69.95 ensures your system is running efficiently and safely.
David Oliver here. Our techs will test the thermostat to ensure
1060 KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
and filter. The AC drain system will be inspected and cleaned.
So this, I knew I was gonna get country music. Is 1090. Cool. So yeah, that's out of Arkansas. That's KAAY, Little Rock, 570 miles away. That's so cool. Love it. So we should be at 1100. Some storms going that way, so it's not coming in as good. 1100 is WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio. 345 miles.
Great bastion of democracy. People really
Here we have KMOX, 1120, St. Louis, Missouri.
and what they do and what they think. And
No one is saying in this critical time, give the people of Arizona a representative that they voted for. He continues to get paid and doesn't work.
Okay, 1140 is WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles. Sweet. This radio's awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to go up to the top of the dial now.
Thank you. I see that, Mr.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe. Joe, I appreciate that. I can see because...
Very sensitive. It's kind of cool, too, the antenna, the ferrite bar in there. It's about that big, but the coil is really small, but the coil has this really cool cross weave to it. It's not your traditional, wrap it across the wire. It actually has that back and forth cross weaves. Pretty interesting. Looks like it was more involved.
Like daily sanity restoration.
It's got a tiny little tuning wheel, it's the only thing. So it's a little slow going. It's still fun.
Medications at the right times. And following
I think here is going to be 1530. Just double check.
chronic conditions like high blood pressure, arthritis, or diabetes can be overwhelming. But it doesn't have to be.
Good guess.
Chronic care management services.
That's
can help you get the
WCKY,
kind of care
Cincinnati, Ohio, 300
by
miles.
connecting the dots between your medical appointments, pharmacy, and hospital visits.
That's one downside, I suppose. As long as seniority matters, you may wind up giving your citizens, let's say, a more fair shake with the commission on who
1540.
is chosen
KXEL, Waterloo,
but
Iowa.
you also are probably cutting back on the
They're plugged for this station Sunday nights on 1040 KXEL. You can listen to between 7 and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays. They have Twilight Zone episodes reenacted with modern voice actors. It just sounds cool. If you guys are into that, I don't know if you guys know about it. It is really good. So.
We as a country, I think, despite...
Okay, we'll see where that might be 1610 CHHA Toronto. Typically, Toronto stations are good, like I mentioned. Let's see if that's it. Yep, yay. I want to like jam on it, but I can't leave it on the music because you never know with these people. YouTube people. All right, cool. So we're already at 1610. Okay, so typically that is 1630, the mighty KCJJ. Yep, so that is cool. It's going up higher than its dial goes. That's awesome. It's Iowa City, Iowa, 175 miles away at a 1,000-watt tower. Cool. See what this is, 1640. So that's 1640.
Well, it's interesting. Marco's personality is very different than Lamar's. You know, in a time being around Lonzo
1660.
this year, I haven't gotten to know him particularly well in that he doesn't say a whole lot. In a time being around Lonzo covering
All right, so there we go. Very cool.
dedicated to Rockin and Bob. Relegated to being a folk. This is how we started. There's nothing wrong with digestion and your skin and your hair.
Yeah, I was trying to go for some music on Zoomer, but tonight, Sundays, I don't tend to have it, so. All right, cool. We'll go and turn that off. And we'll do some final thoughts on the Sony TFM-825. This thing is so cool. Thanks again, Jennifer, out of California. Amazing. You're just it's so generous of you to send us. I guess I could say us, me and my wife. This radio, just amazing. My wife puts up with me as I listen to this upstairs or in the car or walking with her. I do. I take my radios with me and listen to them and tune them because I have to know how they operate, before I do my video. So, yeah. Big thank you to Jennifer. So what do I think about this radio? Very cool classic. If you find yourself in the market or you find one of these out there, I don't know the going rate for something like this, for its era and its time frame. But if it's in decent shape like this is, I got to imagine it's about... Okay, wait a minute. I'm not going to imagine. Jennifer did email me and told me this radio was about $40. So that gives you an idea on the value. That's what it cost her, I think, on the used market. So there you go. There's a value for you. You define an example like this, that sounds about right. I remember paying $48 for that little smaller Sony, and I'll link that video up here. And that little antique cost me a bundle because it came with the box, it came with the papers. It's definitely not as cool of a radio like this is, because AM only, and it definitely doesn't have a cool dial, and it's not built like this. But there's a premium attached to these things when they have everything original, everything, manuals and all that too. So, but yeah, great buy, love it. So if you enjoyed this video, big thumbs up, I appreciate it. Big thumbs up to Jennifer for donating this to the channel. If you guys want to donate a radio, just check out my About section. Just go over there, my channel header, hit About. There says Business Inquiries. Yeah, it's just click that, say I'm not a robot, and then you'll get my email address, and go ahead and contact me. And we'll talk, and we'll see about, having you donate a radio. That's great. I think this is really cool. I love showing this stuff off, and I love getting it in here. And you guys enjoy seeing your radio being reviewed and shared with the world on a channel like mine. So that's awesome. I appreciate it. So definitely do that. And then I want to make sure you guys know, like when you do check out my channel header, click the Twitter icon. If you guys are into Twitter at all, make sure you do that, because I tweet a lot of stuff about, like I find a radio deal, I put it on there because it's like the fastest way I can get information to you guys versus trying to do a video. So check that out. All right. And then, of course, if you're new and you love classic radio, subscribe, hit the bell icon. And if you want to comment about this radio, comment below what you think about the Sony TFM-825. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care and goodbye.